everyone, I'll be doing a celery juice 30-day cleanse. I got this huge bunch of China celery. So I'm gonna split my video up into a few parts. The first part will be what the celery juice is, some background, what we're supposed to do, etc. Second part will be how I prep my celery and how I juice my celery into celery juice. The third will be tips and tricks on how to ensure that you finish 30-day of celery juice. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be really difficult some days. I also have some alternatives for you to follow if you want to. But this is just what I've learned and what worked for me. Fourth is how I feel after the whole cleanse. So as of now, I've finished the juice cleanse and how I'm feeling. Do you feel I look very, very good or whatever? Okay, so watch till the end to find out, yeah. All of this are timestamped in the description box below so that you can refer back anytime. Hopefully my video will be useful to you, so let's go! A feature. So what is celery juice cleanse? It is actually populated by medical medium. This guy who he is not a doctor, but he self-proclaimed that he is able to, something like be ahead of time and then communicate with the spirits or something along that line. You can see on his website that he is able to help with healing of random conditions, and there are a lot of people who actually say that they see a lot of results from doing celery juice cleanses. I've actually read the book, so there are actually people who didn't read the ebook, but let me tell you now, I did. By right, you're supposed to start your mornings with a cup of lemon water. So you squeeze like half a lemon into 500 ml of water, and then you have to wait a minimum of 15 minutes before you can drink your celery juice. And your celery juice, I'm pretty sure the amount, it doesn't really matter. It can be 300 to 500 ml. The amount that I prep, honestly, I have no idea how much it is. From his book, what he said is that it doesn't matter how much it is, even if it's a very small amount, as long as you don't mix anything to it, such as lime juice, apple juice, even water. You're not even supposed to add water. So I saw some YouTube videos of people adding water. They clearly did not read the book. They have to read the book, and they have to, before you start on cleansers like this, you really should know things, because if not, you will be saying, oh, this cleanse, it doesn't work, but you didn't follow exactly right. So after taking your celery juice, you are supposed to wait at least 15 minutes, ideally 30 minutes, before you eat your breakfast. So I'm getting it at 260 Sing dollars each bunch. It's very sustainable, and I encourage everyone to do so. So let's talk preparation. So how I start prepping my celery is to pluck out all the stems, give them a good rinse. After that, soak them in salt water. So why am I soaking them in salt water? Is because they help to remove pesticides. I will link a link down below in the description box if you're interested. We will soak for a good 5 to 10 minutes. So while soaking, you can just prep your equipment. If you are using a super good cold press juicing equipment or a masticating juicer, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I will actually put a nut milk bag over the pulp container. After it's all set up, just rinse your celery. Really rinse off all the salt, because we don't want that excess salt in our system. Then we will juice our celery. I will collect all the pulp. I will squeeze out the pulp, and then I will rejuice the pulp. Then I will squeeze the pulp again, and then that pulp will go to compost or my dog. If you want, you can just invest in a good juicer, but this is just what I am willing to spend on, because I don't know how long I will be juicing anything. Having done this for a significant enough number of days, I do have some tips and tricks to get you through days that you really just, you don't have the time. Okay, you woke up late, you're in a rush, you don't have time for this. So what can you do? One tip is definitely to prep the celery and the equipment the night before. If you are even more pressed for time, you can actually juice your celery the night before. But make sure it is juiced less than 24 hours before you drink it, because after 24 hours, the benefits are not as great anymore. If you want to juice your celery the night before, you should store it in a glass bottle, and this is what is recommended inside the book. Second tip is to time yourself the first time or the first 2 times you do the cleanse on a weekend. The first day it should be on a weekend, when you have time to set up your equipment and everything, and then pretend it's for real. Not pretend it's for real, but pretend it's a weekday. You have to rush, so you have to quickly assemble your equipment, your juicer, and then your celery. For me, it takes about 30 minutes to juice and also wash everything. I would think it differs with the type of juicer you are using, and also how much you have prepped your celery already. The total time, is really up to yourself to decide. But if you're always rushing in the morning, I would suggest, go back to my first tip, which is just to juice the celery the night before. Plan your juice cleanse such that it won't clash or coincide with your holiday plans. Actually, on 2 of the days, I actually went to Bangkok, and I didn't actually do any cleanse. Actually, I didn't technically do the 30-day juice cleanse consecutively. I'm eating my own words. If not, you will be saying, oh, this cleanse, it doesn't work, but you didn't follow exactly right. So the next tip is that if you're doing this for the first time and the thought of celery makes you gag, what I would suggest is to remove the leaves at the start. The leaves taste very, very bitter. I would suggest you actually cut out all the leaves, remove them, or you can split them into 2 days. Another tip that I have is that I don't recommend drinking celery juice on the first 2 days of your period, because it is kind of like a cooling product. If you are a woman who suffers from menstrual cramps, I don't suggest doing the cleanse on the first 2 days. What you can do, just from me, is to just drink a warm lemon water in the morning when you wake up. Just do an alternative. 30 days celery juice cleanse is created by a male, so not sure if he has problems like us, huh? There are really some days I feel that unless you are really, really disciplined, it is very, very difficult to complete 30 days of this celery juice. You will miss some days. The days that you can't do your celery juice, it's okay. Just drink your lemon water instead. There are days that I totally missed, like my 2 days in Bangkok. So I know a lot of you are wondering, so what happened during the celery juice cleanse? Did it work? I think it kinda did, but I think this cleanse is more for people who are suffering from issues, and then there are like people like me who just, I'm just doing it to see if there are any results. But I think the biggest issue that I face with this cleanse is that you just get explosive diarrhea. So I think if you are one of those who are constipated, I think you should try this cleanse, because it really helps you unconstipate yourself. So yeah, you can try this. Personally, I feel that my skin did become a little bit better, but other than that, I don't really feel much difference. I really eat pretty healthily. I'm quite a big whole food plant-based person. You cannot ask me. Is it a waste of your time? Whether I feel more awake, I actually don't remember feeling much difference, honestly. Sorry. I forgot to mention that another thing that happened to me is that the following month after I did the 27-day cleanse, I actually had very bad period cramps. So I mean only for that, like the month after that. So usually I have cramps only when I take very cold or cooling things before my period. So I would think this may have been the cause, but I can't say for sure. I think it depends on your body also, but solely because of that, I will not be attempting this cleanse again. But what I will do is that I may still attempt it maybe once a week or twice maximum, but it won't be a full-on cleanse. Actually, in the book, there is also other forms of like morning cleanses, you know, so I may try those next time. I really believe that actually sometimes your liver really needs a bit of help, and you can definitely go on this cleanse to, you know, amp up your liver healing process. That's really all for this, and well, I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next video. Bye. I can take the salty celery taste, but I actually can't take the bitterness of the leaves. Today I'm gonna be drinking lemon water instead. It's an alternative.
You want some spicy nuggets?
Cutting that out. Keep it in a glass bottle because I have no idea why actually. It's just recommended in the book.